Listen, Jerry, these numbers are staggering, and these numbers aren't just falling from the sky. This is proven expenses people are paying, and it's hard-earned Americans digging themselves out of the debacle we've had the past couple of years economically, not having the money to pay for it, often hemorrhaging their own retirement to cover it.
Absolutely. So here's what we're looking at. 30% of family caregivers spend more than $10,000 a year. And as you very rightly say, this is often at a time that they're either desperate to save for their own retirement or trying to get into retirement. So what are they finding is the highest bill? What is the biggest nut to crack?
First of all, in-home health care tends to be one of the most expensive, but surprisingly, medication costs. These drug expense costs are out of control, and if not budgeted for ahead of time, can really put a crimp on the financial costs. But also, let's say a person needs long-term care. Without long-term care insurance in place, that could easily cost thousands of dollars every single year that most people simply don't have set aside.
Derrick, what do you do? I mean, look, it's happened in my family. I know lots of families it's happened to. You've got these costs in front of you, and often what you want to do is take care of the problem yourself at home, but that has costs too.
It does. And what you said, Jerry, let me touch on that. Don't think you have to do this all by yourself. That's the number one problem I find people make, is they think this burden is all mine. You must share the burden. And here's how to do that. First of all, have what I like to call a family meeting. Bring in the extended family, the close family, and talk about a strategy about how will we tackle this problem. Everybody wants to care for mom or dad or the spouse that needs the care, but nobody knows how to do it. And some people have either time or money, and some have both. Define the roles each person will have, and make sure you forgive yourself for the guilt you may feel if you can't devote all the time you want because you're still working. The bottom line, everybody has a part to play. You want to make sure you include them and make the burden lighter for yourself.
Oh, that makes sense. And tell me, are there any tax breaks out there for people who are struggling with this?
There's not too many tax breaks. Now, if a person lives with you, sometimes the care can be tax deductible, but for the most part, we're talking about hard-working Americans simply taking money from their retirement, possibly their college saving fund for their kids, to cover these unexpected expenses. But let's say you're behind the 8 ball and haven't done any planning at all. Think about local agencies, state agencies. Make sure you knock on some doors and dig under some rocks to find what possible aid could be helpful. There's even, for example, think about crowdfunding. You put a cause on the internet, maybe people could help you that way on a technological angle. The bottom line is you've got to be ahead of these costs and proactively plan for it. What knocks people out financially is the unexpected cost, and this is a big nut to have to take care of on your own.
It certainly is, Derrick. Thank you for coming on and talking to us about it. It's an important topic.